Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy, he went out and he created the playbook for public companies to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. That's right. As he was the first public company to come out and buy hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin, he created that playbook and then open sourced it and explained to people why he was going to use Bitcoin as their reserve asset. In doing so, he kicked off a massive influx of attention and also interest in other public companies doing the exact same thing. And so just like Michael Saylor created that public company playbook to adopt Bitcoin as a reserve asset, I personally believe we're watching Do Kwon and the Terra ecosystem do the exact same thing for fiat currencies or stable coins. Now, what am I talking about? Well, Terra has a stablecoin called UST, and in it, they have just over $2.5 billion worth of reserves over the last couple of months. And what they've decided is that rather than having a truly algorithmic stablecoin, they're going to go ahead and back their stablecoin with Bitcoin. Here's exactly what they're going to do. They're taking about $3 billion to start, and they're converting it into Bitcoin. That'll sit in the reserves of that stablecoin. And they believe that they'll end up buying up to $10 billion over the coming months. Just today, this morning, Terra went ahead and the Luna Foundation, which is actually conducting the purchases, they just purchased $100 million more of Bitcoin. They've been buying anywhere between $100 million and $125 million of Bitcoin almost on a daily basis. And if you do that day in, day out, you continue to make Bitcoin more and more illiquid. They're buyers only, they're not selling. And so they're providing a persistent bid in the Bitcoin market. Now, if we go ahead and we take a look, all of their reserves are transparent. You can see inside of that foundation reserve, they have $2.26 billion in their total reserve balance. $1.7 billion is in Bitcoin, and they have about 4.3 million tokens in that reserve as well. Not only can we see what the reserve balances are in that transparent way, but we can literally go to the blockchain and we can validate it. Here's what I'm talking about. You can see right here, that's that wallet. And you can see that they currently hold 42,407 Bitcoin, about $1.7 billion worth of Bitcoin. Right there, transparent for anyone in the world to validate and audit at any point in time. That's the beauty of the Bitcoin blockchain. And so regardless of what you think, whether you think that Luna's a scam or not, whether you like UST or not, doesn't matter, because ultimately the free market is going to decide what to do with this attempt to back a stablecoin with Bitcoin in the reserves. If they are successful, I believe that they will create the playbook for central banks and stablecoin issuers around the world to go ahead and replicate this. If they're not successful, we'll probably learn something along the way. There's risk in everything, but I still think that the experimentation and the attempted innovation by Do Kwon and the Terra ecosystem is very, very important. How do we know whether this works or not until someone tries it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out. And I hope that they're successful, because if they can create a playbook, hopefully, eventually, every central bank will have an escape route. They're under immense pressure right now, and they need something to back their fiat currencies with over time. And Bitcoin is pristine collateral. And my guess is that Do Kwon is going to show them the way to make Bitcoin the reserve asset of the world. Hey you, did you like this video? Great, we make 5 of them a day and post them here on this channel. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and see you next time.